Before making any online purchase, always take a moment to verify the website's legitimacy. Start by checking the URL. Secure websites begin with HTTPS and usually display a padlock icon in the address bar.
Welcome to Studio CAG. Online shopping is the real deal these days. You can buy a range of things from right across the globe from the comfort of your sofa. Is it any wonder that nearly 342 million active e-commerce shoppers are Indians? And the e-commerce market is expected to nearly double to $345 billion by 2030, driven by internet access and digital payments growth. And with the festive season upon us, every e-commerce seller is clamoring for our attention with deals and discounts. But with all this digital convenience and the temptation of savings comes a darker side, a rise in scams, fake websites, phishing links, and fraudulent sellers. As technology advances, so do the ways in which people can be cheated. That's why it's more important than ever to understand how to protect ourselves. In this episode, we are joined by Ms. S. Saroja, Executive Director of CAG, who has been working for decades in consumer protection, especially raising awareness about consumer rights and digital safety. She will be answering some important questions that every digital consumer should ask. So let's get started. Hello, ma'am. Many of us shop online these days. It seems as natural as going to a physical shop used to be. But they are not the same, especially in terms of risk. What are the risks unique to online shopping?
So, the convenience of shopping online needs to be considered in balance against its risks. Firstly, you don't know if the shop actually exists. Fake websites and fly by night operators are not uncommon. Secondly, you cannot touch or feel the product. This makes it easy to fall for counterfeits. Or product descriptions and photos might build unreasonable expectations of a product. Then there are the risks of your order being lost or damaged in transit. Will the seller accept responsibility for these? Also, delivery times. There might be tall claims of quick delivery which cannot be kept up. Finally, understanding the fine print of e-com sellers can seem tedious. For example, do you know if they allow for refunds or replacements? Some websites use manipulative design tricks to encourage purchases or subscriptions, making it hard to make informed choices. So, yes, there are some risks unique to buying online.
You mentioned about the refund policies. Is it legal for a business to have a no return, no refund policy?
A no refund policy is not always legally valid, especially if a product is defective, damaged, or misrepresented. Consumers have the right to return goods that are faulty, fake, or not delivered as promised. Sellers are also required to clearly disclose return and refund policies. Any policy that violates consumer protection laws can be legally challenged. Always review the return and refund terms carefully before buying, especially on lesser known platforms.
Do you have any tricks to identifying a suspicious or unsafe website or seller?
Before making any online purchase, always take a moment to verify the website's legitimacy. Start by checking the URL. Secure websites begin with HTTPS and usually display a padlock icon in the address bar. Be cautious of sites with obvious spelling mistakes, poor design, broken links, or missing contact details, as these are often red flags. If the prices seem too good to be true, they probably are. Stick to well known platforms or marketplaces and always review the seller's ratings, feedback, and transaction history before placing an order. When in doubt, cross check the website or seller through official sources such as brand websites or customer forums. Taking a few extra minutes to investigate can save you from scams and financial loss. In fact, if in doubt, don't buy.
Being able to spot a suspicious seller is important. Making digital payments adds another layer of risk. How to keep ourselves safe here?
When it comes to making digital payments safely, there are a few simple practices everyone should follow. Avoid making payments over public Wi Fi networks as they can expose your data to hackers. Never share details like password, PIN, OTP with anyone under any circumstances. Stick to reliable payment gateways like Paytm, Google Pay, PhonePay, Beam UPI, or official banking apps. And keep these apps regularly updated. Set transaction limits on your UPI account. Activate two factor authentication for an added layer of security. After completing a transaction, save your payment confirmation or receipt as it may be essential for refunds, disputes, or tracking your order later. And check your bank account regularly.
Say I made a payment on a fake website thinking it to be original, or something else has gone wrong. What should I do immediately?
Even with the best precautions, mistakes can happen. If you realize you have made a payment on a fake website, act quickly. First, contact your bank or payment provider immediately to block the transaction or freeze your card. In some cases, they may be able to reverse the payment or prevent further charges. Report the incident to your local cybercrime authorities and register a complaint with consumer protection agencies. If you use the same password on other sites, change those passwords right away to prevent further breaches. Notify the hosting service or platform, like the domain registrar of or e-commerce site, about the fake website so that they can investigate or take it down. Lastly, keep a record of all transaction details, emails, screenshots, and any communication. These can serve as important evidence if you need to escalate the case or seek legal action.
What mindset should consumers adopt in this digital world?
The first point to remember is don't buy something just because it's convenient or cheap. Not only does this increase your exposure to fraud risks, but excessive consumerism also contributes to pollution and climate change. Keeping ourselves safe is as important as keeping our planet safe. Secondly, make it your business to know the risks. We are living in a fast changing world, and shunning digital payments or shopping might not always be in our best interests. It's good, therefore, to get to know these systems and feel some level of comfort in using them while being aware of their risks. With knowledge and caution, we can enjoy the convenience they offer while protecting our money and making responsible choices.
Thank you, ma'am. With that, we come to an end of this episode with the reminder to stay safe. Digital platforms are evolving faster than ever, and so are the methods of deception. But the good news is that awareness is our strongest defense. By asking the right questions, verifying before trusting, and knowing our rights, we can take control of our online experiences rather than fall victim to them. For over 40 years now, Citizen Consumer and Civic Action Group has been working to protect citizens' rights in consumer and environmental issues and promote good governance processes, including transparency, accountability, and participatory decision making. This podcast series, Studio CAG, like our work itself, will cover various areas of interest to the average citizen and consumer, Follow us on our social media pages, CAG Chennai. We are there on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and LinkedIn to keep yourself updated of both social and environmental news. Our website www.cag.org.in and our YouTube pages will also have loads of information which might be of interest to you. Until we meet next time, goodbye.